is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to Cubs baseball right here on WGN Superstation Chicago.
Oh man, 38 minutes in, and their like ears are bleeding from that.
38 years? Minutes?
Seconds.
I think you said minutes. I'm
Hey,
like,
time is a construct because we are recording this episode New Year's Day, 2026. So
time is a construct, much like Einstein said in his theory of relativity.
talking to
I know you love this Cubs.
I'm talking to Terry Carey, Harry's
Terry,
younger
that
brother.
chip does not have the integrity, the structural integrity for all that cheese.
He used to work at Lay's before this.
Now I'm doing Cubs baseball.
So yeah, Happy New Year.
From Cheetos to
Can I
dingers.
just shot him? He's dead. So is the bit. So anyway, that's the only way. I need to put to put a shotgun sound effect in this. The sound. Yes, I do.
No.
130.
Are you even hooked up?
To the Matrix?
Are you even hooked? Yeah, you. Fucker.
We're all in the Matrix now. So Happy New Year to.
We're all in the Matrix
Can you
watching
fuck off?
Cubs baseball.
I'm gonna unplug him. Man. Keep it up.
Superstation WGN.
That's a real broadcast right there. He got the fucking station ID in there.
WGN, we watched that growing up. That's why a lot of people in Iowa are Cubs fans.
WGYN.
No, WGN. That's also where I watched Good Times, which is really.
Were they good times?
Not really, but no. To be honest, for a white kid in the Midwest, like being able to watch that show growing up, you like understood things that were not
It's an ironic
in your worldview, and you began to understand like the inequalities and injustices in the world a little bit. Yeah. Why are you laughing while I'm saying that?
Sorry.
The fuck is wrong with you? God, pay attention.
I was trying to pull up the soundboard and everything, and then I got distracted by a funny text message. I apologize.
That's smart during the show.
I'm very professional. What are you talking about?
I'm very professional. Look what I can do.
Look at me now.
Look at me now.
Sorry. You're right. I'm not even hooked up.
I fucking knew it.
Hey, with the swear words.
All right. I effing knew it.
Thank you.
Whatever.
The soundboard is hooked up, and you know how much it cost me?
$1 million, bitch.
And anybody else listening is saying,
Oh, fuck you. Pretty much.
Wow. I like to think every episode by the end.
So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific,
I
right?
I'm
So yeah,
Arnold.
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming. Wow.
I'm burning. Like that.
I'm burning for you.
Burn out the day. Stop it. We're not doing it. Don't look
Burn
at
out the
me.
night.
Stop.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen. I got some Copenhagen in my lip. Having a great time.
Copenhagen. Give those people air. I'm looking for a reason to fight tonight.
Good God.
I'm burning.
I'm burning.
It's a long box.
People stopped giving Tyler the nitrous gas. Okay, so me first.
Sure.
Fucking douche.
Ouch.
Why do I don't feel like I sound that good. Am I loud?
You're fine.
Are you sure? Oh, wow.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, there's a problem with our board there.
Fuck
We
it.
fixed it. We fixed it, everybody.
Right on the air, which is good for your speakers.
I'm glad you heard that. I can edit that out, but I won't. You fucking deal with it.
You knew what you get into. Okay.
You knew the shit production. Also, we're back from the North Pole after last week's show.
Yeah, I almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
You did.
Well, we drank a bit too much eggnog and a little eggnog
10
and
years of
bourbon.
sobriety down the drain.
I blame Santa.
Well, I had a great time.
He wanted to do shots.
I had a fucking great time, so I'm cool with it.
Thanks, Santa.
I don't care if I never see that 10-year chip. All right.
Wow. Did
So-
this happen or didn't it? I don't know. It depends. Do you believe?
Fantastic Four, First Steps.
I'm not lying. You always cut in, dude. You always cut in. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. You can have it. You can have it. Whatever. Fantastic Four, First Steps, whatever.
Shut up. God. Okay. You ready? Fantastic
Is
Four.
this the first time? Okay, go ahead. I'm done. The bit's dead. I promise.
Fantastic Four, First Steps. Son of a bitch. I haven't even
I
started.
couldn't help it. It was just right
That's
there.
good. That's good. I liked it.
All right, I'm done for real this week.
Fantastic Four, First Steps. So I started watching it like the day after it came out on Disney Plus, and what was that, like a month?
Yeah, I think
And a
so,
half
something
ago?
Like that. Yeah,
It's been a significant
pretty
amount.
recent.
Recent enough, but also significant. I'd say like 6 weeks is my guess. Right? It's been out there. And I had to go to work or something, so I couldn't watch. I don't know why I started watching it, but I finally got around to finishing it over the Christmas break. And I got to say, like, I still enjoy it as a movie, but I have a lot of thoughts. First things first is that the guy playing Johnny Storm is perfectly cast. In fact, I'd say except for the mustache on Reed Richards, which give me a full beard or nothing.
Joseph Quinn, Joe Quinn,
Is that
from
his-
Stranger Things fame.
I know. He's Eddie Munson, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Eddie. In
Yeah,
there.
he's a guy who plays him.
Yeah.
And but everybody's perfectly cast, I think. Really it is. But
I was like, you seem like you're mulling some things over here.
well, the thing is like it's supposed to be it's supposed to resemble. We don't know what time it is in their world. We don't know what year it is. We don't. It's never stated that it's the 21st century or not.
It's very the retro futuristic.
It's never
thing.
stated, and
They
it's
never say
generally the level of technology is transistor 50s, 60s. Okay.
Yeah, it implies it's the time that it was published.
Sure.
The 60s. Yeah. Like
So
mid-60s.
kind of problematic with that is I started noticing that a lot of the crowd shots, most of the people were white, and I'm like, is there like some subversive thing going on here? There isn't.
Peacemaker messed with your head. Now you just
No, but it occurred to me. It was like that's like what year is it in their world? Now, at the end, when they show Dr. Doom, and it's 4 years later, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of New Avengers, Thunderbolts,
yes,
it's 6 months later, and they're in the current timeline, and according
they
to
are in our timeline. Yeah.
according to everybody that we're caught up with them. Like that's where the timeline is caught up at the end of Avengers, New Avengers. That's 6 months after the end of New Avengers, and that is when they see the Fantastic Four ship. So, I have a lot of questions as to how Doomsday is going to rectify this. There is a new Spider-Man movie.
In between, yeah.
Okay, so
'Cause
maybe
Spider-Man,
we'll get some answers.
and if it sticks to the schedule, Spider-Man is supposed to come out in July,
Okay,
and Doomsday isn't supposed to come out until December.
I know that, which I think
So-
is stupid.
Yeah, they're trying to get this hype train rolling already, and we're a little over a year out. But
Hey, I'll say this: they did it with Avengers, and it worked just fine.
Dude, I got chills. And if the leaks are true, and the X-Men trailer is what the X-Men trailer is, take my fucking money. You already gonna get my money? You'll probably even get more of my money.
What's the X-Men trailer?
It's Cyclops. It's short like the other ones, but it is James Marsden in the like traditional Cyclops gear, and he's like screaming and he's like letting out all of his all of his beam, like all of his power. So it just looks really like the little bit that I saw, I was like, oh, like we're really gonna do. The thing is, and we'll save that for a different discussion for a different day. But I just think that like it's cool, but it does feel as excited as I am. The stuff where I got goosebumps and chills was the Thor stuff because I was like, I love the idea of like, okay, we're gonna go back to a little bit more serious Thor, but this is a different Thor still. This is a Thor that's now a dad, and this is a fighting father, you know.
Yeah. So,
because I think Doom is gonna go for Franklin and Love, and he's going after their kids, man. Look at the children.
Shut up.
Fantastic Four.
Shut up. For the most part, I still really enjoyed the movie. I think the cast is perfect. It just occurred to me that like while I was watching this, I'm like, what other problems have they tried to solve in the world? Like, have they tried to solve like the racial divide and the inequality like somehow or anything? Like, it was just kind of
no other heroes have shown up yet. They're the only heroes there.
The effects with her hair when they're getting away from Galactus and she's giving birth are crap. They're crap. They are. They're the worst
CG looks
effects.
bad.
It's just bad. I didn't really notice the CG baby though.
That one really stuck out to me when
I didn't notice it at all, and I was looking for it. I don't think you need to kill Susan Richards to show that Franklin has the actual power cosmic. Maybe while she's pushing him, he realizes what's going on somehow and ding and releases himself, and that's what, right? Why do you have to kill her and have him resurrect?
Yeah, that bothered me when I saw it too.
When you watch the credits, they show that there's like written by and screen story. So there's two, right? So there's right, and both of them are like written by da 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 and da 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 and da 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 and da da da. And screen story by da 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 da.
Okay,
and da 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 and da da da. And I'm like, so 9 fucking people worked on this fucking script because hang on, no.
I want to add some insight to that when you're done, is what I'm saying.
9 people worked on the script because nobody could get it right, and Feige was like, we have to fucking get this fucking right. This is one chance we have to keep our hold on the MCU. If we fuck up the Fantastic Four, it's done. I get that 9 people worked on this one script, and I get that there are always rewrites on scripts. I get that. But it also... there was something about the movie that just didn't feel whole. And when I saw the end credits and I saw how many people worked on the scripts and all the rewrites, I realized that's what's missing. No one person gave their heart to this. And it shows a little bit. I'm not saying it is still the best Fantastic Four movie that has ever been made. The characterization of the four as a family is top notch, and that's what it should be. That's what everything stems from, right?
Mm-hmm.
The humor is natural; it's not forced. I again have to kind of express my disappointment that the only thing that Reed Richards did was just stretch really far when he needed to.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't do any of the other cool, like, stuff that he does.
I mean, all the cool shit you could even just do in the game, Marvel Rivals.
For all we know, they tried it, and they tested it, and it looked fucking stupid. And they were like, we can't. They might have done a test shot, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm just
let's
saying,
see what it looks like with a big bubble of blue with Pedro Pascal's head, like in the comics. And it might have looked really fucking dumb. We don't know.
Well, that's the thing, is, like, Reed is a tough character because he's interesting and a crucial character in the Marvel Universe, but he's kind of inherently a goofy character. He's like, but I mean by that, he's a very smart guy, but he's almost like got a level of something of autism where he just can't. Like the way that Pedro plays him in that movie, he just doesn't interact with people. Like,
sure.
But what I'm getting at is it's in his power base. It's hard to take serious because he's just stretching a lot. And like
in the comics they make it work,
but that's not saying I wouldn't like seeing it. I would love to see him like get real like huge and like block
or just
bullets,
be a parachute
or parachute them down or.
Why are you doing like the?
Well, because in
the thing.
Well, because in the video game when in Marvel Rivals when you want to block a shot, he'll like go like poof like this and like make his chest real wide, and like
Yeah.
like things like that. Like I'm into that. Or the parachute would be cool too, sure. Or like wrapping himself around them like a towel or something. Like we've like just the
different
shit
stuff
that
like
Stan
that.
Lee was doing.
Yes,
and
exactly.
And Kirby
Yes.
and Ditko were doing.
Now, and maybe they learned some lessons from those first two Fantastic Four movies in the 90s. Maybe because there are a lot of effects that they tried in that one that just
you're right.
fall
Maybe
real
they
flat.
tried it and it looked like shit, and they just didn't want to put that out there.
And then I've stated this before. Reed Richards has never jumped out to me as a character ever. He never has. I get his characterization, but the Thing is a definite character. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, is a definite character.
Susan is
very much a character. Reed Richards is the dude who can stretch and is always in the books, you know, and
he's kind of a dork.
He's usually called on when shit's going wrong in the Marvel universe. They're like, oh, let's call Reed Richards, you know. But he doesn't jump out to me. So the characterization of him has never been like anything troubling to me in a movie because it's like I don't know what he sounds like or looks like anyway because he's kind of nothing. I mean, he's just a guy who stretches and he's smart. Like he's not. The Thing is like the Thing, you know, the ever-loving blue-eyed Thing, you know, Yancey Street. And
I want to be clear what I was saying. Like, the way that Pedro played him and the way that he's portrayed in this movie, it definitely seems like he's someone that is people that you know that are very, very smart, but struggle with social interactions.
Yeah.
And I don't think he does it a lot. I just think that like he's a very vulnerable Reed, and I just think that he's likable, and it's funny because you can tell he struggles trying to like have normal conversations just because he's just a smart person. And
overall, I still give it a very favorable grade.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that are like I could do without, but overall, I'm still really satisfied with the way the movie was done.
Yeah.
I love all the Galactus shit. Fucking give me more of that. I fucking love all that shit. Speaking of Galactus, we'll get to that later.
Yeah. So yeah, mine last night is 2 nights ago, New Year's Eve, 2025.
2025
is when some people are watching the ball drop, some people are watching football.
Your balls drop?
I was watching Stranger Things. That's right. I watched the finale.
Oh God!
And if you have not seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it. I will say that my favorite thing to do, and this is how I'm gonna start this conversation. My favorite thing to do is when I really like something, and I don't know, I want to see what I'm having some weird feelings about it, and I'm like, am I crazy? I'll go to a subreddit because that's the most rational place on the internet. Is a subreddit of a big franchise like Stranger Things that's going to have so many rational takes. And I realized, I think just a more positive person in life because I really, really enjoyed the finale. I didn't think the last season was perfect. I thought there were some things where I think there's some valid criticisms where I think we were slowing down the pace of the show sometimes to just have these extended dialogue things where I'm like, okay, the audience knows, these character knows what you're trying to say, just say what you need to say kind of things. And I think the show getting review bombed because the episode with Will coming out is fucking sad and pathetic that we're still doing this shit in 2025 into 2026.
Spoil something?
No. He's the character. It's been known that the character is gay in the show before, but like he was coming out to the characters in the show. The audience knew, but the characters didn't. So that's not a spoiler. But his coming out scene is a little extended. I will say that. I thought it was a really good, like moving, powerful scene. However, I thought it went on a little long, and I was like, you're saying the world's fucking ending. Can we get this? And I understand the emotional weight of it. It's the 80s. Being gay in the 80s was a dangerous thing with AIDS and all the stuff with that. And again, how people treated gay people at that time and still continue to treat them like shit. Mm-hmm. And I think it is an impactful scene to have, especially for someone that is gay and hasn't had that conversation yet. I think it's great that exists. Inclusivity matters.
Yeah.
I just thought it went on a little long. I think that I do think that some sequences, God, man, there are sometimes and I'm like, oof. Where I saw some people talking about it online because I was starting to think about it too. it got to a point where I was like, I understand that they had to move the story along, but man, some of these conversations were so samey. I'm like, okay, guys, why are we doing this again? Because it's always this. It's always a setup to a problem here. So we got this issue, and then banter. Someone looks off in the distance, finds something that you wouldn't think, like, wait, what's this? And then it's like, okay, so that's what we need. And then they do exposition of a plan, and then a little bit more exposition, and then we do said plan. And then, of course, that plan gets fucked up at some point because it's a story. But I just like, man, you kind of be like, okay. But all that being said, I really, really enjoyed how it ended. I think I was satisfied with it. I was happy with it. I'm bummed that there are other people that didn't enjoy it. But, hey, that's art. Like, there's people that love it and hate it. I truly, like, my wife and I watched it together, and she was talking about some people. Because I thought at some points in that final season, I thought that some characters could have died, and that would have added so much more stakes, and it would have made sense narratively. Again, that being said, I am glad that they made it out. Spoilers. Fuck it. Certain characters that I thought might not make it, certain characters that would make it, whatever. It was a satisfying ending. I still stand by it should not have taken 10 years to make this show. I know that there were certain things with like COVID and the writer's strike and the actor's strike, but even before that, it's just like, man, it should not have taken 10 years to make this show. But that being said, I enjoyed my time with it, and we'll see what's next. I don't know what's the next show for me because I've been mostly playing games, video games, and writing, but we'll see. Quick question, Tyler. Did you watch that Thor teaser trailer for Doomsday?
Mm-hmm.
I'm back on the hype. I was kind of like, what are we doing?
I'm on the hype no matter what.
I never got off the hype train. I was always, but I'm saying like,
I didn't know it was a Thor thing. So when I first started hearing it, I thought it was Robert Downey Jr. doing his Doom voice. And I'm like, to be honest, I was like, this is a good Doom voice.
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
But then I was like, I recognize his voice, but it's not Robert Downey Jr., obviously.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what he does with the voice, because he's not going to do Tony Stark, obviously.
So there's a couple things from this where people are like, as they do on the internet, being like, Easter egg, Easter egg, Easter egg. One of them was, they mentioned his haircut. So he's got his Ragnarok haircut style and the Infinity War style of like, okay, this is good. So I think what they're trying to signal in that imagery is like, oh, this is the Thor that we saw in Endgame. This is a desperate Thor. When Thor's haircut is like this is where he's at the end of his rope and he's going to do everything he can to stop it. So it's like, okay, cool. And he's saying All Father. So I'm like, or All Father. And I think they're going to allude to the All Father power. I think we're going to get really, and I've heard rumors about this, and I hope this is true. I've heard that this is a lot of this is Thor's movie, and I'm like, fuck.
I think I heard that too, yeah.
And I want that, because Thor's been my favorite character in the MCU. Like, I've loved, even the lower end Thor movies are still enjoyable movies to me. And I love Chris Hemsworth's performance.
His
he
performance
is Thor to me. Like, that's
never,
my Thor,
is never the problem.
No, it's never.
If there's any issues with a Thor movie,
been giving it his all every time. Yeah.
Generally, the casting is pretty spot on in these movies, except for Christopher Eccleston.
So there's rumors that
didn't have to give him all that.
So anyway, we're speculating and all this stuff, and they keep like they were talking about the All Father power, and all this. I think there's some people speculating that this could lead to the Rune King Thor, which is the Thor that did what Odin did at the God, I can't remember there's in Norse mythology there's a tree that Odin
Yggdrasil.
Well, no,
the
it's
world tree.
He hangs. Is it the world tree where he hangs himself and cuts out his eye?
Yes.
Well, in the comics, Thor cuts out both of his eyes, hangs himself to become Odin, essentially, get the All Father power in this certain sort of.
I think
so I'm wondering if there could be something with that, and we've already teased with him losing an eye in previous movies. So I'm kind of thinking that would be cool. Although I don't really care. I'm just happy to see him as Thor again. I'm just happy to see, and as much as I'm like, man, I do think it takes some shine off Sam Wilson for sure to have Steve back, but it's like, I'm okay with it if they find a different way to do it. If they do like they did with Robert Downey Jr. and he's playing a completely different character, and
Yeah, they said it's Steve Rogers though.
but they out and out said Steve Rogers. But here's the thing. I think it's not going to be really about him. It's going to be about his kid because they keep lining it up that okay, he's going after Franklin because he has the power cosmic. He's going to go after Love because she was created from eternity. So there's got to be something else with Steve's kid that they're going after. Or that why else would they show him with a big... It's all about their kids.
So what about X-Men?
I don't know.
Is it Cyclops and Jean Grey's kid?
Yeah. Yeah, could be Cable. Could be... oh, fuck! Wait. Why?
Josh Brolin isn't on the list, though.
Yeah, it could be a different... They could have recast. But that's what I'm thinking. Wait a minute. Wait. Are you telling me... Shit, because he would go after... He would want...
Did we just fucking solve it?
Well, no, because he would want Cable's time-traveling ability, wouldn't he? Because he's trying to go through multiverses and shit. Why wouldn't he want that? We might... Fuck. We might have just figured it out. We might have cracked the code. Because maybe they are going after Nathan. Fuck. Maybe...
They must have recast
Maybe his technovirus has to do with Doom, too. Somewhere. I don't know. Because it's James... Because
we just cracked the code.
Of who we know of that is going to be of it from the Fox X-Men is Channing Tatum, Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, Alan Cumming, which I'm like, hell yeah, we're getting him as Nightcrawler again.
Right.
And James Marsden as Cyclops.
Kelsey Grammer as Beast, too.
And Kelsey Grammer as Beast. Hugh Jackman isn't in it as far as we know. And Famke Janssen?
Famke Janssen.
She's not in it as far as we know.
Was not in it as far as we knew. She said no.
Or maybe she dies and he's like, that's why he's doing it.
Well,
I don't know.
Here's the thing is I was thinking Phoenix, but here's the other thing, too, is that...
I'm going to look this up to be sure. I'm curious.
Hey. Chris Evans wasn't on that first list.
Exactly. So I'm saying, why wouldn't Hugh Jackman? You tell me you're going to have the X-Men and not even mention him?
You're not going to have Battle World or whatever.
You called his Wolverine a fucking anchor being, and you're not going to have him involved in an event with the other Fox X-Men? Come on. I'm pulling it up here. I just want to be... Because I'm pretty sure that...
I remember Famke Janssen said no. She said, I have other things to do or something. Yeah. But she said no. Halle Berry also said no, too.
Yeah, she did say no.
But that's okay because she looked the part, but she didn't act the part. And that's not necessarily her fault.
That's not... Yeah,
the writers did not know how to fucking write her.
Yeah, it's obviously not
her.
You
know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Okay, these are who we know that are announced for
Give it.
Avengers Doomsday.
Better be alphabetical.
So, yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm just going to go by character. No way. Did they really bring her back? Okay. See, there's too much misinformation. I'm going to pull up IMDb just to be sure.
Yeah, there you go. What were you looking at?
Because I was making sure, because I saw something that Rebecca Romijn would come back as Mystique.
I thought I saw that too.
So it could be true.
No, I thought when they showed that big long thing with Robert Downey that her name was on it. Rebecca Romijn.
Yeah, so it's the X-Men. Oh,
just read the...
I'm pulling it up. I don't want to do the entire cast. It's 1,000 people.
I don't care.
So yeah, Alan Cummings is confirmed. Kelsey Grammer's confirmed. James Marsden is in fact confirmed to be back as Cyclops. Ian McKellen as well. That's the only ones we have so far. And yes, Patrick Stewart. So we don't have any
surprises that I don't know about.
And Channing Tatum is Gambit.
Gambit any other that I don't know about on the list right now?
No, because the newest edition would be
Chris Evans. Is he on there now?
Yes. Wyatt Russell's coming back because
I knew that. The new Avengers are going to be back. So yeah.
And Letitia
Wright. Right?
I did it. I almost said Letitia again. I'm sorry, Letitia Wright is coming back too, so we do see that as well.
We already knew that.
Do you see that, Namor? Dude? They're bringing back Baseball Fan.
Namor's coming back. Namor will be back.
He is.
Okay, so
he's technically a mutant, so he should be in the X-Men.
Let's speculate.
You late.
Who are the real Avengers? Okay, we got Sam Wilson.
Who are the... Okay, so I think it would be...
Shang-Chi.
Hawkeye. I imagine he would get Kate Bishop to join Miss Marvel. Like the Marvels? Would he get the Marvels to join?
Probably.
Well, no, he can't because Monica's stuck in the X-Men universe.
Yeah, but I mean, Captain Marvel will
Captain
probably
Marvel
side
and,
with him.
Miss Marvel, yeah.
I think she would side with him.
And
then
Miss Marvel, obviously.
Doctor Strange, probably.
Yes.
Also. They were even talking about him being like the leader this time around. It's like, okay.
Yeah, because that's never been a thing. It's Doctor Strange.
Don't be a fuckhole.
Being a leader of the Avengers. Gross.
I actually don't think it's that. Tom Holland obviously will be back. So Spider-Man will probably be with the other Avengers.
I can't wait for Thor and
The
Loki.
new Avengers, when you think
have
about
another
it,
conversation.
are kind of stupid. If Sentry's not like in practice and in action, like he's basically, from what I saw in that teaser scene, when we see them again, he's basically low key because he still can't control the Void. Okay, so he's never Sentry. So they don't have anybody who can fly. They don't have anybody who's
they have 3
superhuman,
super
really.
soldiers.
Yeah, and then who else? Ghost, who can
And
kinda
a Black
teleport
Widow
and
that
shit.
doesn't have powers, and Ghost can teleport. But yeah, that's about it.
The new Avengers suck.
I think that's kind of the point. I love it. I love it because their outfits are shitty.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Way too
very like comic book like Bucky's design is ridiculous, but it looks like a comic.
Oh,
book.
their hair, like the
Yeah,
hair.
his feathered fucking hair.
Oh yeah, all of it was just terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that trailer dropped. I'm ready. I'm ready. Injected into my veins. I can't wait
Well,
for
the Doomsday trailer?
Well, just the movie in general. Because look at us speculating. Because I think it'll be really interesting because I think that Endgame's themes, Infinity War and Endgame's themes, I thought were really about like loss and grief and forgiving yourself and repairing old relationships. Like I mean, that whole sequence where Thor goes back in time and sees his mom one more time, and Tony sees his dad, and like, I love the idea. I would love the idea that it is what we're going with, where it's like, okay, we're taking that where they're rebuilding these relationships with their parents, and now they're going to go defend their home and defend their kids and protect their families. And I'm like, that's like, in terms of this particular franchise, in terms of just the Avengers, I think that's a really compelling arc if that is in fact what they do. I hope that's what they do. It seems to be pointing that way, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, it's comic book time. We got a lot of books this week because it's the holidays. I got time. I'm gonna read the books.
Holidays, and we're going to slay. What happened?
You're a fucking choir boy compared to me. A choir boy.
What's that from?
I could write a book about what you don't know.
I don't know. All right, first up, we got The End.
2099.
Because Marvel has a...
And to
Can I
network.
fucking speak? Jeez. So, I don't even know the exact year it started. But yeah, there's been this a line called The End for Marvel where they just tell different stories of like, okay, this is how one writer would write this character's death, pretty much.
There's been some good ones. The Venom one is
the Venom
especially
one's
good.
crazy.
The Venom one is awesome.
We should. I don't know why. Didn't we review that?
Did we do the end?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I
do
still
that.
have the book.
I've read it
because there's like 5 different heroes in it, and Venom is just one of them.
Yeah, it's like Captain America, Venom, and there's like some other
But
one.
Venom's the best one.
Because he bonds with
It literally spans the entire like history of time.
It's crazy.
Awesome.
Anyway, so this one is
Christ,
The
man.
End 2099, #1 by Steve Orlando and Ibraim.
Ibraim.
I don't think it's Ibrahim because there's
It's
no
Ibraim. I think you can pronounce it Ibraim.
because there's no H.
Roberson.
But yeah,
Right, but-
Ibrahim. I'm gonna say Ibrahim because that's the closest.
If you say Ibrahim, you say it fast.
I know it's more like so. The English pronunciation would be like Ibrahim,
It
but
could be
it's usually Ibrahim. is
It could
usually
be
my understanding.
Ibrahim. It could be Ibrahim.
Either way, It's The End.
Yeah.
2099, #1. I have not really spent. You probably have a little bit more knowledge of 2099 than I do because I never really read the 2099 books.
I
at
didn't
all.
read them that much either.
I
I've
read
always
a
just-
little bit of Spider-Man.
I've always thought it was
but
fun as like a
concept. Yeah,
as a tchotchke. A kind of like, oh, that's kind of a neat, fun little thing. But like, who gives a shit? Really?
it was towards the end of Stanley's time.
What drew me to this is, yeah, you got Spider-Man and Hulk 2099, And I don't know who those people
And then
are.
who
but
the fuck is that Hulk? And then who the...
I don't know. Yeah, but then you got the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine over here.
Yeah. And a Nova with Wolverine claws.
I've never seen that guy, but that's neat. And then you got basically Captain America with the Captain.
And this weird ass Spider-Man, and then Captain America. But he looks like U.S. agent.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird. So
and Miles Morales and Red Hulk and Cyclops and Hellcat.
And then you look at the cover, and you're like, why does Galactus look like that?
Yeah.
And it's clearly Mephisto on the other side. So why are Galactus and Mephisto fighting? What is this? And then my only critique of this issue is like, okay, so what we're saying is there's this new Galactus being. So
this is clearly an alternate timeline of some sort.
This is, So the Herald comes through for this Galactus, and it's not just any Herald. It's a Dracula that was launched into space.
It's actually the Dracula.
The Dracula from Marvel Universe, and he is the Blood Wielder, and he is now the Herald to not just Galactus, Abyssus. And who is Abyssus? It is Null, who merged and bonded with Galactus to form Abyssus, that now not only devours planets, but it devours your entire being, your soul. So that is why Mephisto is Pisto.
Good one.
Because
so
who's the other? Who's the silver guy? Who's the other guy?
Silver Surfer.
It is just Silver Surfer.
It's just a different version, which is interesting.
So a different looking Silver Surfer.
Weird.
He goes to Mephisto and he says, "You don't understand.
Hey man,
he's
taking the souls, bro." And he's like, "Well, I better get after him."
Now I care because that's my thing.
Yeah, that's what the fuck.
You can't steal my gimmick.
So we go to 2099 and we see some people fighting the Punisher, and I don't remember the Punisher having a weird job, but okay.
So that's a different Punisher because his name is Frank Gallows or something like that.
Well, it's
Punisher the 2099. Yeah,
it's the same Punisher 2099. But I don't recognize some of the other ones, and then they blink out of existence. Then we see this weird Nova with Wolverine claws. And then there's Star-Lord who has like a judgment
It looks like
hammer.
a woman. That it's like the Ronan the It's a Ronan the Accuser's hammer, dude.
I love the Bullseye.
Hey, come here. Let me see it.
Daredevil and Bullseye.
Oh, Bullseye that doesn't even have a head. He's a robot that tracks him and he keeps dodging him. That's fucking crazy. And then
see, that's why I like
that
this book.
Star-Lord.
Yeah,
Star-Lord is 100% Gamora with Ronan the Accuser's hammer.
Well, it's a judgment.
But his hammer,
judge's hammer, not necessarily his, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah, somebody's.
The Kree hammer.
Yeah. But yeah, that was interesting. What was it?
But that's why you know what?
That's Red Hulk, the dude on the cover. That's a different version of Red Hulk.
I would also point out you are funny, and this is what I mean of like us knowing each other and doing this show, where you're like you're gonna love this because there's so many random because I mentioned I think the previous week I said I love when a silly crossover book like that has so many of these weird Easter eggs and ideas, and a Gamora, Star-Lord with that hammer, and then
there's Red Hulk, and then there's Blade, and then there's fucking
and Abyssus. Who would have thought of Abyssus? What a weird thing.
So on Contraxia, Mephisto.
And it keeps just showing different places getting destroyed by this fight.
He says, "No, man, you and me, bro."
So he says, "Your champions versus my champions."
Yes. I call upon those here as the champions of 2099,
and he lets Abyssus pick through any multiverse. He picks his team, and he says, "You can even take from any multiverse." That's
so. I think that's Nova 2099. Clearly, there's I think Storm. I want to say that's the Storm of 29. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of 2099 characters. A lot of them. Red Hulk, Daredevil, some dude with a radioactive symbol, probably a Moon Knight of some sort. Wonder Man maybe. Nova with claws, so maybe a Logan who turned into a Nova. Yeah.
Nice.
Is there? Oh, really? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take care of you guys and blah, blah. So I'm going to take a legion from my Abyssal Warriors, and he's got fucking he's got Deathlock and a zombie sentry and Red Hulk and
I saw
Giant
Deathlock
Man.
come through. I was like, wow, we're doing that again?
Mayday Parker, some sort of Carnage.
Oh yeah, there's a Spider-Woman and Miguel were earlier. I
Yeah.
also like how, of course, it's a Marvel crossover because we have to make a Spider character a central figure. So Miguel is kind of like becoming a bigger. I think he's gonna be a bigger deal in this.
None would sacrifice their worlds for your Spider-Man, even if they could. A bit of me guides each of their hearts. The null seeds inspire bloodlust. And he just like shoots these
Like little
things into
seeds.
look at them and they're
These
all
little,
like,
yeah,
Yeah, blood!
yeah. They're like, we're gonna kill these fucking
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, the stakes. If Mephisto loses, Abyssus can have the universe.
Yes.
If Mephisto wins, then Abyssus, all those people that he pulled from the multiverse, their worlds are destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's Spider-Man 3099 attacks Spider-Man 2099.
next cross-time combat, 2099 versus 3099.
And then look, Miles Morales hops in as well.
And guess what? I kind of don't care after that.
No, that was a fun one.
I think I'll probably get the second one.
All right. Yeah. Overall, it's dude.
It's a fun book that
it's
doesn't mean shit.
It's like a one-night stand. You know,
It's
it's
a fun
fun.
book. It doesn't mean shit. I'm not going to
It's
introduce
fun,
you to my parents
but
or anything like that.
Time out. It's fun. We had a good time, but I don't want to commit to anything.
I'm
You
not
don't want to
bringing
commit
it-
to anything.
I'm not going to bring you to dinner at mom's.
So for that, I give it a solid B. Would you? I'm proud of you. We reached a conclusion. Oh, I didn't have the board up. I'm sorry, everybody. It fucking ads, man.
I could write a book about what you
All right,
don't know.
next book up, we got Venom number 252 by Al Ewing and Paco Medina. Did you read the backup story to this? The Eddie Parker one?
Yes.
I thought that was interesting.
I love
Kinda weird.
all of the... There was two...
I didn't read the other one, but I did read the Eddie Parker one. But anyway, so
Yeah, the Eddie Parker
this
one is
so Venom
awesome.
Venom 252 is a bottle issue because it's an impactful issue for the character. Because they say in the back that Amazing Spider-Man 252 is the first appearance of Venom, or the symbiote of Venom, because he's wearing the black suit and everything.
Outside of Secret Wars.
Yes, he's wearing the black suit in the comic. So they had the issue where this is kind of like a bottle issue, and then they have a little bit of backup issues in the back because there's something interesting. So they made a whole new Venom in an alternate timeline with his symbiote looking like Spider-Man's suit, essentially. That's what's been going around online. So then apparently, and they say this in the back,
And Luke Cage is the mayor of New York.
Al Ewing heard about this new Venom and thought, oh, that's a fun idea. And he said, for 252, why don't I bring that suit in for a one-issue thing? And it's not the same story. It's the same suit, but that's mostly what this issue is. It's just like, okay, it's Venom is being hunted by the Scar, which is like the symbiote police. And so to blend in, they make themselves look like Spider-Man. Even with the mask and everything. Even though it's clearly not him, and it's so funny because he's this hulking Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's gigantic.
And then he has they have Toxin with them, and Toxin is called Captain Spider or some
yeah,
shit.
he's dressed up as Captain.
It's a silly, just similar
It's
to the last one. They're fighting Doc Ock. We also find out Doc Ock's arms aren't arms; they're like these independently
which is kind of
held
cool.
together drones.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually dope.
That's really cool, yeah.
Luke Cage is the mayor apparently, and showed up and beats up on him too. So there's this big fight. It's really not. Again, it's a bottle issue. It's just meant to get you to the next storyline because somebody fucking shows up to help Doc Ock, and I don't give a shit who that is. It's an okay issue. To me, the more appealing thing is the other thing I want to read is the Eddie Parker book, is what this is really about.
Is that going to be a book?
Yeah, it's its own story.
No, but is that going to be a series?
From what I understand.
Really?
Oh my god.
Hang on, does it say at the end?
Yeah. But anyway,
Dude, Sand Hulk. So
if
fucking
it seems like I'm like rushing
Miles
through it,
Mayhem as Carnage, dude.
Miles.
Miles Morales as Carnage. So the Eddie Parker story.
Yeah.
Earth.
It's in Earth 8294.
Yeah, your friendly neighborhood symbiote. So basically, Eddie Parker is a mashup of Peter and Eddie, right?
Yeah.
And Eddie Parker is a shithead. He's
Yeah.
a scumbag. Like, he is just scum. And he breaks into this tech place and finds all these, all these suits Peter, Norman, Gwen, MJ, Otto, and Miles are the names on the bottles. And Miles is open. He opens the Pete one, and it bonds to him.
Yeah, so I think what they're going to try and do is make, instead of them being spider characters, they're symbiote characters. So, like, Miles is going to be one, because there's Gwen, there's Miles, there's, like, all the different, like, Spider-Verse type characters.
But it's such a great, who's the writer? Jordan Morris.
Yeah.
Hats off. It's such a great mashup because you have everything, you basically switch the personalities of Venom and Peter Parker.
Yeah, Eddie's a shithead, and the symbiote's trying to make him better.
Yes.
And
which I like a lot.
He keeps telling him he keeps trying to force him to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
And he like even stops him from killing, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be bonded with you, but I ain't gonna kill because he's Peter Parker, or just Pete in this."
Yeah, so he takes gets him done. So they release the kid, and he goes, "What is it again? Sand Hulk, Flint Banner, the Sand Hulk." Versus
the Sand Hulk.
Right?
Yeah.
Flint Banner, dude. I want to know more about that shit.
No, and I love it when you're like, okay, it's an alternate timeline. Fucking go for it. Make weird shit.
Sure.
Sand Hulk? I'm trying to look it up and see if this is actually
But then after the fight, he's trying to walk away like Peter Parker did in the original Spider-Man origin. And the symbiote's like, no, we have to help that kid. And they do. And he escapes.
Yeah. And it's just an interesting setup to be like, okay, what if it was the roles were reversed and it was something like that. And I enjoyed it. And again, the other issue in itself was pretty enjoyable. I don't think it's going to be a series. I think it's just a backup issue.
Mm-hmm. I that would be a fun series. I would read that.
I would read that, yeah, for sure.
And then the next one is just
this Al Ewing Venom series has just been kind of whatever for me.
The final backup story is just really a lost story from when he was a symbiote.
Yeah.
When he it's actually when Eddie Brock meets Spider-Man while he's got the symbiote suit.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a stolen story or whatever.
Yeah.
Or a lost story.
Yeah.
It's Ron Frenz and Tom DeFalco wrote it, so it's not bad. If you're into those lost stories or whatever, go for it. But
the art's great. I think all the stories
straight from
are
the 80s.
Well, all the stories are really fun, and
the guy who drew that the Eddie Parker is the guy who did the Punisher book.
Yeah, I could definitely tell that
right,
style,
so it's so good. It's just like, I want to read.
I would love for that to be a series. I'm sure it is. I have no doubts.
Right?
By like June, they'll announce a fucking
Eddie Parker
friendly neighborhood symbiote.
Venom.
Or Eddie Parker Venom or friendly neighborhood Venom, some shit like that.
I'm
and you
all
know what?
for it, dude. Give me a Flint Banner Sand Hulk series.
When you do alternate timelines, fucking go for it. Give me Sand Hulk. Give me symbiote Pete that is nice.
Give me a Nova with claws. I don't give a shit.
Also, I love a quippy Venom. It's funny that he keeps quipping, and then Eddie's like, "What about?" Like he's like, "Did you just offer me a quip?"
The story's told from the perspective of the symbiote, which is fun.
Which honestly, I think if you're gonna do a Venom book, it should almost always be from the symbiote's perspective. I mean, it's the host as well, but I think it's more interesting.
I guess.
Yeah, but it's like I know what people want and needs and all that. I don't know what a symbiote's wants and needs are. Tell me about it, Venom. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Tell me about it, Venom. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when the Hulkster goes wild on you?
All right, we're moving from the Marvel universe over here into the DC universe.
Hi, over here in the DC universe where the Cubbies are up 8-1 versus the Dodgers in the battle of the third.
You don't know.
Anyway,
up to bat.
Shut up.
McCartney.
Shut up, you old man. You confused old man, Harry Cavill.
Bats left. Feels right.
Cubbies don't play today. It's January. Anyway, then
holy shit, it's cold out here.
Hey, when the sounder goes on, we change the fucking subject.
Wow.
God damn
You
it.
could write a book about what you don't
All
know.
right. You're never going to stop me.
That's a lie, and that's enough to get me hot.
Anyway,
let's see if we can get one more book in before what's his name wakes up. He's been pretty good. See, now you're paying attention to him. Don't pay attention to him.
all right, absolute.
He saw you looking at
Listen
him.
to me, Absolute Superman.
Listen to me.
Absolute Superman, number 14, by Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval. I gotta say, you and I kind of like the last issue. You're like, all right, we're losing me a little bit. Like, let's move this forward. I thoroughly enjoyed this issue, number 14. I'm curious to see, because you were kind of down on it a little bit. Let's see what you think about this one. What did you think of issue 14? Because it's finally having the confrontation between Superman and Ra's al Ghul.
I like, more than anything,
The ending was really good.
the ending made me cry.
Ending made me well up too. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I mean, give me a big old, I don't even want to go through all the stuff. Cause
No,
it's
I
like,
want to
hey,
talk about.
You can. No, we will. But to me,
Oh yeah.
the series, the issue is about the Peacemakers finally being like, fuck this shit. Him having to kill Saul and then basically use what's left of Saul as a giant fucking sword, which is pretty cool. But yeah, more than anything, I think it's a good wrap up, even though it's number 14. I think it's a great wrap up to the I guess the first real year
Of
year
all of it,
one
yeah.
of Absolute Superman. I think it's a pretty good wrap up. Where do we go from here? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. There's no real like big old, cliffhanger at the end. It's just him grabbing the Superman suit that she was trying to make for him,
Yeah.
but she never finished.
Well, I just liked it because it is a moment where he is in this fight. He is stripped of everything that we know him with. Like, okay, so he doesn't have his cape. Now his little AI buddy is gonna sacrifice himself to stop Brainiac.
Yeah.
And then he's getting carved up by this 500-year-old Ra's al Ghul with a kryptonite
Gigantic
sword.
fucking kryptonite sword, which is still pretty cool.
But yeah, the moment that I like, man, just the imagery of it, because again, the art is fantastic, and the imagery of pray for the Omega, for the end of the sin of hope, the blasphemy of justice. Pray for the rise of the son of the demon. Pray for Superman, is what Talia al Ghul is saying to her Omega man. They're fighting. Yeah. So the Peacemakers get a mech, and they're like, "All right, we grabbed him. Let's stop this." And they don't want to fight. And my favorite part is like when Ra's is trying to get him to pledge his allegiance, and he goes, he says, "What I want is for you to cast aside your old and embrace your destiny. You mean like this?" And that's when he rips off the S. Yeah. And it's just his exposed chest, and there's blood and Saul and all this, And he just says, "Get on your knees. If it'll save small, sure, I'll bow and grovel, whatever you want." And then he says, "But you're not going to kill these people anyway. But you're going to kill these people anyway, aren't you? On Krypton, I wore the crest of the Labor Guild. It has been a mark of shame, but my parents taught me to wear it with pride." And then takes the remaining data and all that stuff from Saul that he ripped off his chest, and it turns it into the big fucking sword, and we have a sword fight because it's awesome. And then eventually,
There's a line that Ra's al says that's fucking badass as hell.
yeah,
get on your knees if it'll save Smallville, but you're gonna kill these people anyway, aren't you? No, boy, you are. While I watch. Yeah, and then he just that's a cool fucking splash page.
yeah, where they're
Well done making it in the middle of the comic.
Yeah, and then just the kryptonite energy versus the the sun energy of Krypton. Like, amazing shit. I loved it.
And then he drops him off at the World Court, and he just goes on.
He
his
takes
way,
him back to
and
the people that hurt him, and
he goes back into hiding.
So the scene at the end when he visits his mom was brutal because I welled up at that moment too because I'm like, that's awesome, and my wife was there and she was like, "What?" I'm like, "Just that."
I just love it so much.
Well, no, that was a beautiful way of completely stripping him. Like you said, it was a great conclusion of that, of stripping him of everything and starting him anew. even still. So now he's got to pick up the pieces and be like, what does he do with Jimmy and Lois and
It's a
and
song
all that
by
other stuff?
Average White Man.
What does he do?
Pick up pieces. All
right. The next issue, oh, by the way, I'm going to give that take a little potty break.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. I'm going to give, I think we'll probably be on the same boat here. I'm going to give it an A. I really enjoyed that issue a lot. I loved it.
I'll give it, sure.
A solid A across the
I
board.
had no real complaints.
Yeah, like it a lot. Big fan. Again, the Absolute books continue to be great. None of them have really missed the beat.
I still think, and this is such a high bar, so it's not it's not a detraction, but I still think Absolute Superman for me out of those first three is still firmly number 3. And again, it's not a detraction because number 1 and 2 is Wonder Woman, Batman.
They're all
those
good.
books are
We all
they're
enjoy
all
them.
excellent. It's
Yeah.
just I vibe way more with the
Sure.
other two.
Oh yeah,
But-
dude,
yeah.
dude, 100%. Especially
Yeah,
me
if,
with Batman.
If you have 3 things and you have to list them, somebody's got to be third. And I'm sorry, but Superman is going to be because it took a while to get going.
I will say this though, and it can
Wonder Woman and Batman hit from the fucking get go.
We're gonna get to the next wave here in a second because we still have 2 more Absolute books. But for me, I kind of had to agree. Although I do feel like I'm kind of in a weird place where I think I might put Batman a little bit above Wonder Woman at this point, just because it's just checking a little bit more Jake boxes for me. I think that
the fucking conclusion to everything was pretty badass when he dropped the building on Bane. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that whole bit. Well, all the stuff with Bane, and then having it be Bane creates the Rogues Gallery from Bruce's friends is brutal, and I love that.
Yep.
And just all the body horror shit, I love that shit. I will eat it up all the time. So that's probably why I might slide Batman a little bit above Wonder Woman at this point. But I mean, same thing. They're all great. I like all these books. So it's really picking your favorite kid.
Yeah. the reason why Wonder Woman is still on top for me is because the consistency is slightly higher.
And we're going to talk about it now. We talk about that second wave. It says everything you need to know right now because the only book that from that second wave of the Absolute Universe that we're following right now is Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Which took like a 3-month break or something.
Man, I missed this book. I fucking love it.
We'll talk about it after our potty break.
I could write a book
After
about
my
what
potty,
you
after
don't
your
know.
potty break.
Peeing together.
Peeing together in the
Like best
sink.
friends.
Oh.
All right, this next book that we have in our
We
hands.
need to do the sounder again.
No, we did. We did. Yeah, so Absolute Martian Manhunter number 7.
So a couple weeks ago,
Deniz Camp.
I believe you and I and Javier Rodriguez, I believe you and I were remarking like, I wonder what's going on with Martian Manhunter because it had been a while, yeah. And I think they took a break, and sure enough, we saw an ad for the next part. So I think you told me it's a 12-issue limited series.
I just know that those two are locked in for 12 issues on this.
Which two?
I don't know Deniz Camp and Javier Rodriguez. I don't know if it's a mini series. I just know that they are locked in together for 12 issues. So
I'm just happy I was able to get all 3 Absolute books without those stupid fucking covers.
Yeah.
All right, so
this picks up after issue 6. So issue 6 is the White Martian and Martian Manhunter had their little fight while there was this heat wave, and then everybody got Martian vision and was kind of rioting and fighting, and this this is the falling out of that, essentially, is what
and
issue number 7 is.
his kid ate the tainted Oreos.
Yes, ate the tainted Oreos, and then we see that later in the issue with he has the white
Martian
eye
vision.
and the white Martian.
And you do the thing with the mirror, or
Yeah.
the light, and you see that he's Darkseid.
Yeah.
So you kind of think that him and his wife kind of
shit, that was the
come
last
to
issue,
a resolution. Yeah.
Because issue 5 there was a thing of Darkseid is, and then and that's another thing. This thing keeps fucking talking about Darkseid. I love this shit. Like we're bringing in a Darkseid into the Martian Manhunter world or book. So yeah,
so he's dreaming and he wakes up in his hotel room
he's by himself,
and he's even more far gone than he was.
Yeah, so much so that his wife kicked him out of the house. Pretty much, it was like we're gonna and she has a conversation with her mom, being like, "Look, even he's here, he's not even here, and our marriage has been going downhill for a while."
Yeah.
And he's also having hallucinations of his wife. They're like larger sizes of his son and his wife in the city, of like clearly showing you like he's still thinking about
This
them.
page is crazy where she's talking to her mom.
Yes, and that was so I was sitting and I wanted to talk about this, and this I was saying to talking to you when I handed you the stack and we were talking about the books. I was like, man, I missed this book because I was telling Ashley, I was like, I have been in the bag for this thing from issue 1 because it is a visual feast. And similar to the Absolute Wonder Woman book, where it's like it does so many unique, interesting things with its paneling and telling, and again, understanding that let's tell a story we can only tell in this medium.
Yeah.
And dude, so many things. There's so many shots of this, but yeah, I wanted to talk about that too. Excuse me. Because I was reading the book, and I said to my wife, I'm like, I love this so much. She goes, what are you talking about? And I showed her this page of when his wife is calling her mom, and in the background, on the border of the page, his son is making these clay figures.
They're parademons.
That are, eventually become parademons later in the issue. I'm like, this book is cooking, man. But even that paneling, it's a single square, and then there's a triangle underneath her, and then there's a regular, like, wide shot panel. So all this paneling is so weird. And I said to my wife, I go, at the first page, when he's lying in his hotel, when there's no dialogue, it's just him getting ready for work, I go, those 2 pages are the most normal pages of this book, like the most traditional look of a comic. And then everything else, it gets crazy.
Yeah.
I need to clear my throat. But and then to go on to that, I wanted to talk about one more thing. So he goes back to work. He gets his job back. Him being at mundane work.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think this was the exact page where I said, I fucking love this. And she goes, what? And I go, look, it's showing his mundane work in traditional layout of panels, but it's on like I can't do it justice. Read this fucking book. Is what I'm trying to say.
Read this fucking book.
So, yeah, he goes back to work, and now he's stuck with a bunch of paperwork because everybody's, like, tired of him trying to be hero cop. So, like, we cleared up everything with what
Talks
happened.
about how everybody with the Martian vision made everybody weird.
Yeah, and so he's not in trouble.
But he tries to show him who he is in reality, and they crash the car.
So, yeah, he's he gets to a point where he's like, just tell me what the fuck is going on. Because he said... Martian Manhunter says that the white Martian is still out there. He's not dead. The Martians don't die in the way that we think they do. Like, they don't have a life cycle like we do. They're, like, infinite. They're forever or whatever. And John is like, tell me what you... Just try and explain
and he just grabs his head and he just...
When he grabs his head, that splash page...
Okay, partner, buckle up. We'll try to make it simple for you.
That is an insane page.
Yeah.
Because the page before that, before that crashes. Yeah, because look at his hand. His hand takes the color of his hair, so it looks like he's like literally forming the back of his head.
Yeah.
Like, just the art is insane. And all this connection to the White Martian and Darkseid. I mean, this series is cooking, man. Like, it's so good.
So then they show him playing with his son playing with parademons, and his wife's having a cigarette. And they show the cracks in the ceiling of his hotel room and some eyes looking through. Message to my lonely Martians.
Yeah. And then another example of me being like, this is why I love this book. There's another picture that you have to hold up to the light, and it's a picture of him laying by himself in the bed, and then on the other side it's his wife, but when you hold it up to the light, they're together. They're spooning. Again, just... You'd think I'd be over that gimmick at this point, but man, every time I do it, I love it because it's just such utilizing the medium.
But then there's these dudes who are like...
So the end of this issue is, we meet up with the dude who originally had the white Martian parasite shit going on.
Yeah.
And, we catch up with him, and then they're...
Don't probe me, bro.
Yeah, they're holding him there, and they're pretty much telling other people in the government, like, yep, they're essentially trying to cover up the white Martian stuff. And then they shoot the guy who we thought was going to be a big deal. Yeah, they just shoot him in the face, and he's dead.
These random people. Middleton, yes, sir, will be on the road within an hour. Weird. Just
stranger and stranger. It's such a head trip reading that book, and I love every second of it because it's by design. You're questioning reality. You're questioning all of what's happening in this whole thing, and it's just it's good shit. Good shit. If I'm gonna give that one a score, I'm gonna give that one a solid A+. I love that issue. Loved it. And then finally,
I could write a book about what you don't know.
this is the main event, the coup de grace. This is Absolute Batman number 15, the controversial Joker issue. So we are finally getting to see what Zack Snyder's cooking up for the Absolute Batman's Joker. And so this whole entire issue is exposition. And this is an example, Tyler, of where I think this is a well-executed exposition issue.
Oh, yeah, this issue's
So the whole thing is
fantastic.
Alfred giving intel to Batman, explaining who Joker is.
Yep.
So we learn that this version of Joker is, I love how he plays with, it's Jack Grimm. Even still, we don't even know if that's his real name, you know? But anyway, it starts with Jack Grimm 1, who is a clown.
Street performer, yeah.
Who is a jester, clown, whatever.
Nobody ever saw him laugh.
Nobody saw him laugh, but everybody was howling laughing every time he performed. And because of that, he built a fortune because he went to vaudeville. This is like 1920s.
Yep.
So he goes to vaudeville, makes a name of himself,
His
creates
son,
a
Jack
production
Jr.,
company,
goes to Hollywood.
builds a studio.
Yep. Jack Grimm III, Cable. Jack the Fourth, video games.
Yeah,
Jack the Fifth, AI.
which is where we're at right now.
Where we're at
The
right
current Jack 5 is, he is a, and more so in the episode we'll find out. Again, remember what we were talking about way back in this very episode when we talked
about this part.
Eddie Parker symbiote, and we said it's cool because we're role reversing things. That's what this issue is. This is what we get to later in this issue. Of like, we're getting a little bit of a role reversal of Joker and Batman here because they're still at their core who they are, but there's some differences. There's some glaring differences we'll find out later. So essentially what happens is, we learn about that, and then we also get cut into the present time of Jack landing on this island. And he sees this guy who's got this long hair and long beard, and he goes, oh my, because he hears just something in the distance.
Well, hang on a second before we get there.
We're getting there. This is
because
they keep going back to the alleyway.
Right,
too.
but he's like, hey, so what do you believe, Alfred?
Yeah, he goes,
he's
stop
like,
cutting the shit. Yeah.
And he goes, well, Jack Grimm often performed outside a dentist's office. Nitrous oxide.
That's how we're doing Joker gas.
That's how he got people to laugh.
Yeah.
And that's what he's been doing.
They couldn't help it.
He's been funding both sides of wars forever. Mm-hmm. Finally, they show him killing this kid or this tiger. And
he seems like one of those rich dudes that trophy hunts. That's what you're getting from
But
this.
of course, it's a person. And I've been trapped here nearly 30 years. Run. No, it can't be you. And he just...
And the only time you see him smile is when he's hunting this human being.
Yeah.
Because, it's brilliant. Because it's, the paneling. And he's like, and he goes, how could you be? I've been here for 30 years. So, and this is a private island.
Well, this is where he explains to Bruce that he thinks he's the same guy.
Yeah.
For 500
and this is how we
years
get there. So he goes, let's go back to that alley one more time, to the clown. Because what I found when I dug deeper was that many of the people laughing in the film died soon after it was shot. Twisted in pain, grinning, a kind of poisoning, one of the few toxins that can be absorbed through the skin, like maybe upon shaking the gloved hand of a small boy. And as that's happening, Jack is taking his clothes off, getting ready to chase this guy. And it keeps reading, but lots of people who encountered the Grimms over the years came to mysterious bad ends, jumping off bridges, boats, vanishing, business rivals, politicians, reporters. In the 90s, an associate of mine at the FBI, Harvey Harris, began an investigation, died in a boat accident. So he's like, what are you saying, Alfred? He keeps pointing to that. And then we get to the big moment where he says, I'm saying there's a darker project, Bruce. I have records of Grimm investments in some of the deadliest inventions of the last hundreds of years, from the bombs to bioweapons to viruses. And there's records of them laughing, Bruce. The Grimm men at the tests. Only then. And it shows like warheads and shit of them doing weird shit on these islands. So he's like, what are you getting at? And he essentially breaks it down where he says... Yeah, I think it's the same person, and it's been the same person. And he said somehow, some way, and I know how it sounds, but the clown, Bruce. What is a clown? The whole act of a cruel mockery of us. Humanity is bumbling stupid. The clown hates us. You find stories and myth, legends from ancient times to now. Yeah, and it just keeps rolling off like, yeah, the reason I'm calling him the Joker is because he's always been, and as this is happening.
He's eternal.
He's eternal, and you start to see, and he's like, and his theories are like, it could be the experiments that they did on Bane. I don't know what's happening, but I think he's bigger and something's crazy going on. And then he turns, and his back cracks up, and he starts to turn into this monster as he's like laughing because he's smiling because he's hunting a human being. Yeah. And then he just goes, here's the best part. He goes, as he's fully almost there, you see him kind of almost laugh, and he says, the one whose laughter we only hear when it's too late. Who is he? The Joker. And then he is fully transformed. He is like this demonic look. It is crazy.
Well, the cover is,
Yeah, but it's even more extreme than the cover with the horns and the scaly back and everything. So now we have learned that Joker is potentially a eternal demon or some sort of beast that we don't know about. And then, of course, the end of the issue sets up what Absolute Wonder Woman set up in her previous issue. We are going to get Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman crossover. Now, Absolute Wonder Woman has already had Batman crossover issue. Absolute Batman's has not come out yet, as I know. It could be out. We just haven't got our hands on it yet. But overall, I give this issue a...
it couldn't be out. Like I said, it's on my poll list, so they would have put it in my poll
I
list.
I gotta be honest, this is an A+. I understand it is taking liberties here, and this is going in a completely different direction. Oh, also the end of it, we find out Joker has a cave. He has his own version of an Alfred, and he has a cave. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're flipping roles. We're turning Joker into Bruce Wayne, but instead of it being him dressing up as a bat, he actually turns into a monster, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And look, there's been a lot of crazy versions of the Joker over the years, and there's, again, we've kind of given criticism to Green Lantern to be like, wow, that's too far off the reservation than what we'd want for Green Lantern. And some people could argue this isn't what they would want from Joker, but I'll be honest, the way that he did it, I love the idea of this Joker being an eternal being, that he is the clown, and it's still his it's still him. It's just not him cracking jokes. It's just him being like, no, he's the Joker because he's mocking our existence.
Yeah, if you look at the Joker in the regular comics, and to be honest, which one? To be honest,
and that's kind of the point of his character,
right? But the thing is he never really truly dies. Like, I mean, I think it's inferred really heavily at the end of The Killing Joke that Batman finally kills the Joker.
Yeah,
but is that a canon story? Well, what happened to Barb, Gordon is.
Yeah, and they get away with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Making it being like ambiguous,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, during the Death in the, I think it was Death in the Family. No, it was when he came back and he pretended that he cut all their faces off.
Death in the Family. Yeah,
was that it?
That was Scott Snyder as well.
I remember they were referring to how he actually did die and like somehow came back in that story.
Well, he got his face ripped off, and then he stapled it back on.
Whatever it was, that was awesome. But
yeah.
But the fact that he was still alive was because of some sort of you know what I'm saying? Whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. Because guess what? If you truly wanted to kill the Joker off, why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, that
he's the ultimate foil to Batman. If
you can't come up with a good enough original story for the Joker to be terrorizing Batman, you shouldn't be writing Batman.
Well, and
know what I'm saying?
And to be quite honest, that's like he is so crucial to Batman. I think like he became such a big part. Like you can't have Batman without Joker. You can, but that is always a thing of like you see so many writers do a run on Batman, and you're like, yeah, but how was their Joker? Yeah, there's always that like, did they do a Joker run? What was their Joker run like? And what do we want from these books? We want them to take these characters in new, interesting directions, and I think this issue fucking nails it. I think, and this we were talking about earlier, I think this issue is another reason why I would kind of bump this up a little bit over Wonder Woman at this point, because so much of what he has done with Batman is made so much again because he's written this character for so long. The idea of him not having money, but knowing the guts and the bones of this city, his mom still being alive and being a politician, and like, oh, he built his suit himself and all this. I just think, and then this Joker is like, damn.
I think, to be honest, like the best, and like I said, those first three, I don't know what the other three Absolute books are trying to do, but the first three ones, clearly they took a big part of their canon and they flipped it somehow. Bruce was no longer rich, he's poor. Wonder Woman was raised in hell by Cersei instead of the Amazons on Themyscira.
Themyscira is a myth
Bruce,
to her.
Or Clark or Kal-El was alive when Krypton was destroyed.
Yeah, he was a young boy instead of a baby. Yeah,
right. Okay, so and whatever. Okay. So you have all these different flips of these crucial elements of their story, and that's what makes them. And I have to say that my favorite flip was the whole, I think it was issue 2 or 3 of Absolute Batman, or maybe even 1, where they were talking about like he's made his living doing like odd jobs like construction, but also consulting with like, construction or engineering firms and shit. So he knows.
I think that was the first issue, yeah.
Might be. He knows the guts, like you said just now, of Gotham better than any Batman ever could. Mm-hmm. That to me was what I got to say. I think that's what hooked me at first. Like already, I was kind of like, I got to give it a shot just because I want to. I want to, be open-minded about this, even though we've talked about how shitty and stupid this is. Mm-hmm. And I remember reading about that, or reading, I think Alfred's talking about it, how he knows the guts more of Gotham more than, or he knows the guts of Gotham so well or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's the flip. And I was just like, that's it. That hooked me right away. And then especially with all the shit he's done with like the fucking bringing the building down and the elevator shaft and all the other shit.
Batman AF. Batman Advance Forward.
That's what hooked me though.
Can I just say something? I have a theory.
No. Okay.
So no, because of the panel of him on the operating table, and then how Bane looked, and then this idea that Bane keeps coming back. I think the Venom is Joker's blood.
Possibly.
And that's so now we have. Oh shit! And then Joker could be like, "I'm inside you right now. You're a part of me now."
He took it all out, though.
That's what he thinks. There's possibility there. Yeah, but no, I think that has to do that. And then who knows? Maybe the Venom is also related to Ra's, and maybe that's another way they're going to bring Superman and Batman together. I don't know, but hey. It's got me talking, it's got me thinking, and that's what a book should do.
Snyder's been able to make a book where I don't care so much. Like, I am generally that guy.
I'm just here for the ride.
I generally, I'm that guy who watches like a Simpsons episode and goes, well, actually, and it's like, it's a fucking cartoon.
You're literally a comic book.
It's a cartoon.
You're literally a comic book guy.
I'm that guy.
Worst issue ever.
I'm that guy who looks underneath everything, and there are so many suspensions of disbelief that have to be made for this book to work, and I am all in for all of them. And that is Scott Snyder's gift to me in this Absolute Batman, is getting me to get off of that grip on reality and to be just like, this is fun, and I don't care about why there's a building falling down. Are there people in there? Shut up.
Because some of the party animal stuff, you're like, these numbers are a little...
Right.
But then you remember I'm reading a comic book.
Yes! Thank you.
I'm reading a comic book.
Thank you very much.
Have some fucking fun. That's, you know what? You want to talk
Actually, that wouldn't be blah, 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 blah.
Here, I'll give you two...
Tyler, shut up.
I'll give you two goals as we wrap this up and we get ready for the new year of 2026. I'll give you the two easiest fucking goals you can have, because that just reminded me. 1, have some fun, please. Go and touch some grass. Spend some time with people you care about and you love. Have some fucking fun. That's it. You know what? And guess what? That goal, immeasurable. You can keep filling it up and keep going back and forth. And number 2, take care of yourself. In any form, mentally, physically, take care of yourself. Have some fun. Read a fucking comic book. have a happy
Stop swearing so fucking much.
fucking New Year.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.